Did it ask you?
Yeah, I
Okay,
accepted it.
perfect. Okay, so tell me your name and a little bit about yourself.
My name's Jordan Pollard. I'm finishing up my last quarter at Cal Poly, doing business administration with a concentration in accounting. I just recently moved back to Orchid because of the COVID issue and everything like that. Be close with family and save money. Yeah.
So you are applying for a position with EY. What makes you think that you will be best for the job?
I think I'm applying for the position, entry level, staff level position with EY. The reason why I think it'll be best for the job is because I've already had the experience with interning over the summer, and I believe I fit perfectly in with the culture of the like company, and I believe that like my skills with working in the service industry really overlap into the position I'm applying for. Just being able to communicate with different clients and the people I'm working with from all levels, and I think it ties in pretty nicely.
Tell me about some times when you weren't very pleased with your performance and what did you do about it?
I think highlighting back to one of my accounting classes would definitely be one of the moments where I wasn't pleased with my performance starting in the beginning of it. I realized that I wasn't studying right for the test, so instead of just giving up on it, I ended up spending a lot of time in teachers' office hours to come up with new ways to study and to make sure I was studying the right material. So after countless hours spending in the teacher's office hours and in the library, I was able to improve my grades.
Awesome. What career accomplishments make you most proud?
I think one of the ones that makes me the most proud was when I was playing football at Hancock. I ended up tearing my ACL, and then I was able to come back from the injury and recover and help our team win the league title, and then also earn myself a scholarship to play football, in which I turned down to come to Cal Poly.
So I see that from your resume, you were a student athlete captain at Hancock. How do you think that has prepared you for the job you're applying for today?
I think it overlays into like becoming a leader within groups and being able to communicate and delegate tasks within other individuals. And it like while you're still in charge, you still are on the same levels with them, and you have to be able to like work within them, not just demand them. And I believe that all like plays into working in a group environment and working on client work, and just like it would on the field and being down there in the trenches with them by still like telling them what to do at times.
Awesome. What would you like to get out of the EY company from this job?
From out of this company, from this position, I just want to mainly just get on the experience level. While I still worked with did some client work over the summer during the internship, it was hardly anything over the month period. So I just really want to get the experience and just work firsthand with all the different client engagement teams and just learn every day as I'm working with the company, just in a great culture around me.
And then what are your long-term career goals?
Long-term career goals would start with the short term because it would be to obtain my CPA and then progress my way up through the company and hopefully one day make partner for the company.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you, Jordan. Are there any questions you have for the EY team?
Definitely would be how your experience would be at EY. And then some other questions would be how's the training, like how does it go about training new staff members, and just different levels and of training, and then from your experience, how'd it go?
Well, those are some great questions for someone else. Okay. Anyway, I think that does it. I think that's what we have to do, don't you think?
Yeah, so just pause there. We'll go to yours.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Do you think we need to start it? We'll just do it in one recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
So what kind of questions do you want? Do you want some of those same ones, or?
Yeah, just similar. Honestly, I just kind of looked up like interview questions to ask, and then I went off the one that you gave me. So I would just ask basic ones and then kind of just like ask some. I don't know, are you familiar with Wilbur Ellis at all?
No.
It's like a chemical company where you like a salesman and you sell different, you're like a sales rep and you sell different chemicals to different farmers based on their needs and their crops and stuff. So it's a pest control advisor, a PCA.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's, yeah, you can just ask basic questions. I'll fluff it.
So it's Wilbur Aris, you said?
Ellis.
Ellis?
E-L-I.
Okay. I don't want to screw that part up, yeah, so.
Which one?
All right. Let me just get my questions ready and then we can go.
Perfect.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. All right.
All right, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I see you're applying for the PCA position for Wilbur Aris. Ellis, sorry. Messing up on our own name. Okay, how about you start ahead and tell me about yourself?
Okay. Well, I'm a fourth year agricultural communications student at Cal Poly, double minoring in ag business and ag leadership. I grew up in a vineyard in Lodi, California, where I am very familiar with wine grapes as well as raising livestock. I recently interned for Wilbur Ellis 2 years ago as a field scout and am looking forward to applying for a more permanent PCA position.
Awesome. So tell me about some of the things you learn in your current job.
So in my current job, I currently work at the Cal Poly Swine Unit, and I have learned how to manage a group of students as well as teach a group of enterprise kids how to correctly feed and handle livestock. I've helped educating the public as we give a lot of swine tours up there. I am very confident with my ability to identify sick pigs as well as going into the wine industry. I'm pretty decent at being able to identify different pests and problems in the wine grapes. And yeah, overall, I think I've just learned how to be in a better leadership role through the swine unit. And I've also learned how to be a good worker through my past internship with Wilbur Ellis.
Awesome. Can you tell me about the highest pressure situation you've had to deal with in the last 6 months?
I guess a high pressure situation I've had to deal with is the Wilbur Ellis that I worked for. My dad also, he uses them for his chemical company. And it was a pretty big task to try to fill because both my brothers have worked there before. So going into this job, I had a lot of high expectations, and I guess I just wasn't sure how these expectations were going to pan out, just because both my brothers are plant science majors and I am an ag communications major. But overall, I think that it worked out for the best, and I don't think I disappointed, but definitely could work on it. My brothers are definitely pretty good at what they do, so I'm hoping to improve in that terms as well.
Awesome. So what motivates you?
What motivates me is the fact that my family has been producing wine grapes in Lodi, California for over 100 years. So me being involved with that family practice is a really big deal to me. And because my dad has not yet retired, none of the family is really starting to take over the vineyards. And I personally would like to be able to be their PCA and take over in that aspect, because my brothers are looking more into the farming. So it's just more of a personal connection in trying to stay in the industry with my family, as well as hopefully work alongside my brothers.
Awesome. So what aspects do you believe that makes you the best fit, not only for this job, but for our company as well?
Well, on my resume, if you look at that, I definitely am hardworking. I'm pretty dedicated, and I definitely like to be better than my brothers. So that's a big motivation for me. So I definitely like to get out there and be the most efficient one, be fastest, but also the most observant and the one that pays the most time and attention to the vines. However, I think that also I like to be the quickest, and just overall, I like to exceed in my positions, and I have a strong work ethic, and I really enjoy working, and that's why I think I'd be great for this position.
Awesome. And I see that you know Spanish, so it could come in handy working out there.
Yes, it does on occasion, except for when they think you're just a white girl, but otherwise they're pretty good.
Awesome. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask?
Yes, so as a full-time employee for Wilbur Ellis, how would my benefits change? Also, how would how would you guys go about training me in terms of, I do not know other crops as well, such as tomatoes and potatoes. So how would you go about training me with that?
Yeah, the salary would definitely be in the offer, so we'd be able to negotiate it about that, and then get someone else to ask the other question or answer the other question for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. You have a great one.
Thanks, you too. Okay. I think that's it.
Okay.
We'll be
Uh,
in.
it kept freezing, so like I would ask the question, and then like
Oh, it's freezing now. I see.